So my company just lost an account, and I use the word lost to catch you on, but I like to reframe it and I want to talk about what it's like to be in a dry season, to not make sales, to not be able to continue on with a service for a client slash customer, what that mindset is like and how you move forward. Period. You realize that you have to move forward and that it's only a part of the learning process. You have to realize that some things are just not a good fit in the best ways. You don't know what people come into when what mindset your customer or clients. Let's take the service side of things first and talk about the service aspect, and I'll touch on the product aspect in just a bit here because I do have experience selling products and know what it's like to have a dry season when you're not seeing sales. So to touch on the service aspect, when you have somebody who no longer wants to work with you, it's not that it's bad news. I have had a client close because of financial issues and had a client close because they needed to merge my role with another person's role. At the end of the day, I took the feedback, and I always ask for feedback with the two accounts that it did happen to, because I want to know, like, okay, if it's anything on my end that you didn't like, I want to know what that is. So that way I can see the light at the end of the tunnel and make sure that I don't do that thing again, which so far, everything was, fine communication wise, but that's the mindset that you want to have, is that you have to continue forward. It's the only way. I like to also keep in mind, like for the service aspect, that people have clients move around all the time. And again, I like to make sure that I'm conscious of my word choice, because lost an account, again, that's a hook, because we don't lose anything because we're abundant. And you never know what the plans are for what's to come next for you. And not to mention, you make sure that you set yourself up to be able to quickly get an account again. So now this is my time and my team's time to go out and find another account to fill that place and even more. And so the example that I wanted to bring for services is like, think about your favorite restaurant. Think about your favorite place to eat and why you decided that you don't want to go there anymore. You might have had it all the time, nonstop, and you just need a minute. You know, let's take, Pandora and Spotify, how I use that. And sometimes it's just like, I like Pandora because of what they have to offer for free, and Spotify doesn't give you rewards, but Spotify is actually popping, but I don't have their month-to-month service anymore because I'm like, I can kind of get it from Pandora over here. It's just realizing that it's the name of the game, and people, even big companies, go through it all the time, and you keep on going. So that's really the message that I want to put in here. Now, for the people who are experiencing product sales, when it's a dry period, don't change up don't take that time to change up your product. That's one of the things that I realized that I did way too often to confuse my audience, and it was just a lot. I was like, oh, I'm not making sales, so this must be my issue. I got to change up what it is that I'm creating, what it is that I'm selling. And no, you keep that the same because it's sold before. You know it works because it's sold before. What you need to do at that point is go and backtrack to customers that you sold to before, and don't try to sell to them again. Ask, what was it that made them buy? Whether it's that you make candles, right? I'm thinking about my Etsy creators. Whether it's that you sell candles or journals or, I don't know, stickers or art, whatever it is. There's whatever it is that you sell, whatever your product is, go back and start to think about the customer that has bought from you, because where there's one, there's 1,000. Okay, just like them, you need to understand what was it, what pain point, quote unquote, that they were going through to make them like decide, oh man, I want my house to finally smell nice with some organic candles, some different scents versus Bath and Body Works. Get into that frame of mind. And rethink your marketing. Don't change your product. So that's what I have today for in regards to whether if you're going through a dry season, or to better prepare for when it steps when you go into a dry season, because it's gonna happen. And for our clients who have closed their account, it's a possibility, okay? And it's a good thing because it allows you to get better and better and better and better. So message of the day is keep going, all right? And this is Small Businesses with Big Dreams. I'll talk to you later. Peace.